I have reached a decision and am sentencing on the basis that David was the orchestrator of this crime. With this in mind, I have reached a decision with regard to sentencing. Mr. Platt, please stand. David Platt.
Stop. I lied.
Nick, what are you doing? Miss Martin, does your client have something to add?
I can't let my brother take the blame for something he didn't do. I do have a brain injury and it affects me in various ways. But, it was my idea to take Gran's money. I wasn't manipulated by him or coerced. I took it.
So you're saying you misled this court?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect my family, but, well, he's got a family as well. I lied to my solicitor. I lied to my partner and to this court. I'm to blame for using my grandmother's money. It's down to me.
Mr. Platt, please stand. In light of the evidence, Mr. Tilsley's admission, and taking your mitigation into account, I am now persuaded that you were not the instigator or ringleader in the crime committed against your grandmother. However, I cannot ignore the fact that you are already on a suspended sentence, and therefore am obliged to activate that, at least in part. I take into account your guilty plea, the time that has passed, and your family circumstances, and hereby sentence you to 8 months in total, serving half in custody and half on licence. Please be seated. Mr. Tilsley, please stand. Whilst I commend you for ultimately taking responsibility for the crime in question, I cannot ignore the fact that you lied to this court. So, by your own admission, the decision to defraud Mrs. Roberts was, in the first instance, yours alone. For this reason, you can only receive a custodial sentence of 2 years. However, the law forces me to take into account a number of mitigating features. Your previous good character, the fact that you have no previous convictions, that you have a business upon which many people depend for employment, and that you suffer from a medical condition upon which the impact of prison would be significant. When I consider all these factors and apply credit for your guilty plea, albeit limited due to my findings, I am able to suspend this sentence for 2 years. There is an argument to say that you should be serving a custodial sentence too, Mr. Tilsley. So please, consider yourself very lucky. You're free to go. Take him down.
No, you can't do this! It's not fair!
Quiet in the gallery.